Hey guys, time for the last part of our Learning with Little Tweet for today. It's Wednesday, May 20th. We're doing day 36 lessons and it's time for social studies. All you need for social studies today is a blank piece of paper, pencil, maybe crayons if you want to color. That's it. All right, guys, let's get started. Okay, so let's read the description of our lesson. So we're learning about diverse cultures. Today, global travel and communications requires that we have an appreciation of people from different countries and cultures. What would it be like to live in another country? Different places are home to cultures different than our own. The world would be a lot less interesting if everyone looked, spoke, and acted in exactly the same way. Now, what this reminds me of is the amazing multicultural night that we have at Huntersville Elementary. And those of you who went, you saw that we get to learn so many amazing things about so many cultures that are represented even within our school. It's awesome. So what we're going to do now is actually most of our lesson today is watching a video. And you guys, I have to say it's a pretty long video, but I think it's this one right here. I think it's going to teach you quite a bit about different cultures around the world. So get comfortable and get ready to learn.
If the whole world were a village of 100 people, 61 would come from Asia. Asia includes countries like China, Japan, India, Russia, Pakistan, and many others. 13 people in our village are from all of Africa. Only 5 in our village of 100 come from North America. 8 people come from Central and South America. And 12 people come from Europe. Oh yes. The 100th person in our village comes from Oceania, which is Australia, New Zealand, and all the other beautiful islands of the South Pacific. If the whole world were a village of 100 people, more than half would speak one of 8 languages. How do you say hello, Wei?
Ni hao ma.
22 people speak a Chinese dialect, like Wei.
Ni hao.
9 people in our village speak English, like Jason.
Ni hao. Oh, hello. Hello.
Boop is one of 8 people who speak Hindi.
Namaste. Hola.
Miguel is one of 7 people in our village who speak Spanish. 4 people speak Bengali, like Sarav.
Aije.
And 4 others speak Arabic, like Fatima.
Ahlan.
There are 3 people who speak Lena's language, Russian.
Здравствуйте.
And 3 people who speak Portuguese, like Fernando.
Bom dia.
So, if you could speak these 8 languages, Chinese,
Ni hao ma.
English,
Hello.
Hindi,
Namaste.
Spanish,
Hola.
Bengali,
Aije.
Arabic,
Ahlan.
Russian,
Здравствуйте.
and Portuguese,
Bom dia.
you could say hello to over half the people in our village. Wouldn't that be something? If the whole world were a village of 100 people, many would be young. If you were to count all the people who are under 20, you'd get 39. There are 42 people in the middle age range between the ages of 20 and 49.
Okay, guys, I decided I'm not going to show this whole video. It has a lot of really interesting information if you want to watch it on your own. The link is with our curriculum. So it's about 13 minutes long, but I think we get the idea that within this village, there are many, many, many different cultures that are representative of the cultures around the world. All right, let's talk a little bit more about that. So our activity says, draw a picture of yourself doing something that represents your culture. For example, eating, playing, celebrating a holiday. Do you guys remember when you drew 6 different things that represent your culture, like what your family likes to do together, how you all celebrate holidays, different foods that you like to eat? So you're going to draw a picture of yourself on your blank piece of paper, and you're just going to choose to include some details in your picture that show yourself doing something from your culture. Like, I think celebrating a particular holiday sounds like a pretty easy one. So if you celebrate Hanukkah, for example, you could draw a picture of yourself with a menorah, or opening presents, or having a special feast with your family. If you celebrate Christmas, maybe you draw a picture of yourself with a Christmas tree or with a wreath on your door. If you celebrate the 4th of July, you might have a picture of yourself watching fireworks. Okay, so all of those holidays that you celebrate with your family are part of your culture. And people all over the world celebrate in so many different ways, with so many different activities and so many different foods. So after you draw a picture of yourself doing something that represents your culture, you're going to think about how your picture might be a little bit different if you lived in a different place around the world. So if you lived in China, maybe you'd be celebrating a different holiday, like maybe you'd be celebrating Chinese New Year or some of the other holidays that people in China often celebrate. How would it be different if you were in Australia or Mexico or Kenya? Now, I know we haven't dug deep into learning about any of these other countries, so maybe there's a different country that's not listed here that you know a little bit more about, that your family knows about, and you know a little bit more about that culture. So you can pick any place that you want to talk about and how their culture might be a little bit different than your culture. Okay, guys? So what you're going to do is just take your blank piece of paper, you're drawing a picture of yourself, and include in your details something that shows something from your culture, that represents something from your culture. Remember, eating special foods, playing special games, celebrating a holiday, anything like that. All right, you may go ahead and pause and complete your picture. All right, that's it for today, guys. Little Tweet says, awesome job. Don't forget, after you've drawn your picture, either think about or talk to someone about how your picture and your culture might be a little bit different than someone else's culture who lives somewhere else in the world. So pick somewhere that you might know a little bit about. Okay, guys, excellent job. See you again tomorrow.